Hey everyone, this is Greg with Ford Judgment Recovery Services. If you have received a letter, email, or text directing you to this page, please understand this is just an attempt to locate the right person. Something we don't think about that often is no matter how unique we feel our names are, there's a few people out there with the exact same name. So the very first thing we want to do is confirm whether or not we have the right person. Our company is always aware there is a possibility that we may have the wrong person. So we have put the court location and the case number on the mailing label or email or text that you have received. If you have never been to this court, then you can disregard this entire message. You can stop watching this right now. But if you know that you have been to this court, the second thing I want to do is assure everyone watching that if you receive something from Ford Judgment Recovery, it is 100% legit. Yes, the mailman routinely delivers junk mail, and we all constantly get all kinds of spam in our email. But you know that you previously had a court case. You know the judge ruled against you and you lost that case. You know that the court issued a monetary judgment against you. And you definitely know that you have not paid it. So you should know that this is something you really need to pay attention to. That case was actually some time ago, and the court records indicate that no payment has been made on the judge's order. The court considers this to be a serious matter, and you are at the point where you can no longer continue to ignore this court judgment. If you received the notice from our company specifically directing you to this web page, it means that some form of collection action is about to occur. The two most common are: you live in a state that allows wage garnishments for the enforcement of an unpaid court judgment. Now, if you know that you currently are unemployed or you have some kind of job where they are paying you cash under the table, then you know this is not going to pertain to you. However, if you have an employer that is withholding for federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and you're getting W-2s at the end of the year, then this does apply to you. The state allows up to 25% deducted from your gross amount of each paycheck, and that is before all of the other standard deductions. So we just ask that you do the simple math. It is a significant amount from each paycheck, especially if you get paid once per week or every 2 weeks, etc. Now, the second most common is property liens. So right there, you know that if you do not own any type of real estate, then you know that this will not pertain to you. However, if you own a home or any kind of real estate, then you must already know that this is simple to confirm. Nearly every city has their public records on the internet. The law allows for the title to that property to be encumbered by the court. And that basically means it's kind of like the courts acquiring some type of interest rights in your home until this judgment is paid. Now, this is not intended to be a long video. There are many other kinds of seizure actions that the law allows for unpaid court judgments, but the two we just covered are by far the most common. But I do want to quickly mention for all the self-employed people out there, did you know that the law allows for your income to be intercepted? For example, let's take someone like a real estate agent. Everyone knows they get paid commission at closing. Well, the court can send an order for that commission check to be sent directly to them. Or another example is anybody that owns any type of physical place of business. Did you know the sheriff can be ordered to sit there the entire day? They monitor all the transactions and then take all the money from the cash register at the end of that day. It is called a till tap, and it can continue until the judgment is paid in full. So the real bottom line here, if there is anything that is considered an asset and it is not exempt, the law has a specific procedure to seize it for enforcement of unpaid court judgment. And if it appears that that asset was moved or transferred just to avoid the judgment, it can be considered fraudulent and still be seized. Now, this video is not an attempt to scare anyone. It's not an attempt to threaten anyone. The purpose of this video is just to educate what can and frequently does happen to people with unpaid court judgments, especially if it's been some time since that judgment was originally ordered by the court. Now, our company only sends out notices to people who we have already verified some type of asset. This means that if you received a letter, an email, or a text from us and you are the correct person, then some kind of action is about to happen. However, you have an opportunity to prevent it from occurring. Again, we want to stress that it has reached a point where you can no longer continue to ignore this court judgment. Our company is willing to work with you to help you resolve this matter. Simply scroll down further below on this page, complete and submit the contact form. Now, please include the court number that is on the mailing label or in the email or text that you receive. It is very important that you double check to make sure that you entered that case number correctly. It is the way that the court identifies you and is what's required to place a hold on the pending action with the court. If you receive the email or a text, you can just copy and paste it. So contact us now. Don't make the mistake of waiting until the sheriff comes to deliver a court notice. We look forward to hearing from you.